In today's video, we will be doing a practice that helps to expand the upper body, the arms, the wrists, the hands. If you've been feeling any pain in the form of carpal tunnel, any stress or tension in the shoulders, any stress or tension in the chest, then this practice is going to be for you. You won't need any props for today's practice, just your mat and a space to do some yoga in. So let's go ahead and get started.
So we'll start seated on the mat. Inhale, lift your chin up towards the sky, and exhale, drop the chin to the chest. Inhale, lift the chin up towards the sky. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest. So we're creating that body to breath movement here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And coming back to the center, we're going to inhale, looking to the left. Exhale to the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. One more time. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the right. And then drop the chin down towards the chest and do a half roll looking up to the left. Half roll up to the right. Half roll to the left. And one more time, half roll to the right. Now, if it feels good in your neck, you're going to drop the head, roll to the left, and then take it all the way around in a full circle. So really warming up the cervical spine here, expanding through the neck. Doing this a few more times, maybe even bringing some organic movement into it. See what feels good for you in your body. And then moving into the wrist, you're going to clasp the fingers and start to roll the wrist from side to side. Next, stretch the palms out in front of you, pressing through the palms, stretching out those fingers. And then you're going to release the clasp and extend your right hand out. Spread those fingertips nice and wide and just start to pull each finger back towards you. Very gently here, but feeling that stretch all the way through the finger to the wrist and through the forearm even. And then you're going to switch sides and do that on the other side. Next, you're going to point the fingers down towards the ground and pull them towards the body very gently on each side. Then pull the fingers up towards the sky and towards the body, once again, gently on each side. Then interlacing the fingers, pressing the hands out in front of the heart. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, lower them back in front of the heart. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then opening the arms nice and wide into a T. Exhale, drop the chin to the chest, arch the back, bring the palms together. Open and close. Open and close. And then open up the arms and cross the right arm over the chest. Cradle that right arm into the left elbow. Lift the left elbow up towards the sky, lifting the right arm. And exhale, drop that left elbow down towards the ground. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And then open up the arms and switch sides. So crossing the left arm over the chest, cradling it in the right elbow. Inhale, lift the right elbow up towards the sky. And exhale, drop that right elbow down towards the earth. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. And then go ahead and lift one last time. Lower and open up the arms. Interlace the fingers behind the back and press the tops of the hands into the mat. Drop the head back, open up the heart. And breathe. Breathing into the heart space. And then gently lifting out of that position, release the hands. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky. Bring the right forearm to the mat and arch to the right, bringing that left arm overhead. Breathe into the side body and into the ribs. Inhale, lift through the center. Exhale, arch to the other side. So bringing that left forearm to the mat, right arm overhead. And breathe into the side body. Inhale through the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Next, you're going to inhale back to the center and reach the right arm back as if you're giving yourself a pat on the back, and clasp the fingers behind the back with the right hand if that's accessible for you. If not, you can use a scarf here. And you're just going to open up the heart, Ardha Gomukhasana, half cow face pose. Then release the grip and go ahead and switch sides, bringing that right arm behind the head, left arm to meet the hands in the back. Or if you're using a scarf here, you can switch. Then go ahead and release the pose, come back to a neutral position and start to roll the shoulders back. Pause and roll the shoulders forward. And then you're going to swim one shoulder forward and then the other. And I invite you to bring some organic movement here as well. From here, we're going to transition to seated cat-cow. So pressing the chest forward for seated cow and then arching the spine for cat. Inhale, chest forward, head back. Exhale, arch the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale forward, exhale back. And then rounding the chest forward, inhale, and on the exhale, rounding back. And just opening up the hips here, opening up the chest as well. And then pause and go in the opposite direction. And as always, bring some organic movement, make this flow your own. We'll meet back in a neutral spine. You're going to inhale, lift the arms up overhead, and exhale, drop the right hand to the left knee. Left arm aligns with the spine for a gentle seated twist. Breathe into the spine here, elongate through the crown of the head. And then inhale, lift the arms through the center. Exhale, twist to the opposite side. Right hand finds left knee. And breathe. Inhale, lift the arms through the center. Exhale, drop the hands, and we're going to come to all fours. So aligning the knees with the hips, the wrists with the shoulders. Inhale, lift your head towards the sky for cow. Exhale, arch the back, bring the chin to the chest for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Step the hands forward just about an inch, and then on the next inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky, open up the chest, and then exhale, thread that arm beneath the left armpit, extend the left hand for thread the needle. Try not to collapse into your right shoulder here, but just gently balance your weight and breathe. And then walking the left hand back in, press yourself back up, lift that right hand back up towards the sky, and exhale, palm to the mat. We're going to do that on the opposite side. Inhale, lift the left hand up towards the sky, and exhale, thread the needle, gently coming onto the left shoulder, extend the right arm, and breathe. And you're going to hold here for a few breaths, breathing into that space between the shoulder blades. Walking the right hand in, plant the palm. Inhale, lift the left hand up towards the sky and plant both palms on the mat. And then coming into some hip circles, sending the hips back towards the heels as you exhale, and inhale, rounding forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward, and then pause and go in the opposite direction. Just a couple times here, lubricating the knees and the wrists. And then coming back to a neutral position, tuck the toes and press back into downward dog. You can pedal it out, find your alignment, and then go ahead and inhale and shift forward into plank. On the exhale, shift back into downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. And inhale, come into plank and hold. We're going to lower very gently. 1, lower a little bit. 2, lower a little bit. And 3, lower all the way to the ground. And bring the tops of the feet to the mat. Press into cobra. Take a breath in and exhale, lower. 1, 2, 3, all the way to the ground. Tuck the toes and press through the hands. Lift back into downward dog. Beautiful. So we're going to do that again, coming forward into plank. Lower 1, just a little bit, 2, just a little bit, and 3, all the way. Inhale, lift into cobra. And then exhale, lower 1, 2, 3, all the way down. And press through the palms, lift back into downward dog. Beautiful. So this just helps us to build some strength in the arms. You can rest in downward dog if you need to, but then shift back into plank. We're going to lower 1, 2, 3. Feel that burn. And inhale, press into cobra. Exhale, lower 1, 2, 3, all the way down. And then go ahead and walk the hands out to the sides here, keeping a 90-degree angle in the elbows, coming on to the tips of the fingers, and then press up to elongate the arms, and exhale, bring the chest back down to the ground. Inhale, lift, and exhale, back down to the ground. And you have the option here to stay on the tips of the fingers, or you can come onto the palms of the hands, whatever feels good in your body. We're going to lift one more time. Exhale, lower. And then place the left hand down on the ground, palm facing up, top of the hand on the ground. And you're going to shift onto your side. Bring your right hand back to meet the left. And your right leg is going to come to a 90-degree angle, planting the sole of the foot on the ground. This is a deep chest opener here. So just breathing. And then inhale as you come out. Plant the palms of the hands, lift up into cobra, press back into downward dog, and just realign, find your center, stretch it out. From here, you're going to step your right foot forward into a low lunge. So bringing that left knee down to the ground, find your alignment, and then lift the right hand up towards the sky and just start to paint circles in the air. So we're really lubricating the rotator cuff here. And pause and go in the opposite direction, moving with the breath. From here, you're going to come into a gentle bind with that right hand behind the lower back, and then release your bind and prepare to come to standing on the knees in the middle of your mat. Step the left leg out, plant the sole of the foot at a 45-degree angle, and lift your right arm up towards the sky. Walk the left hand down the left leg, arch over to the right as you extend the right arm overhead for gate pose. Try not to collapse into the side body here. Inhale through the center and then exhale, plant the right hand on the mat, extend the left arm overhead. You're going to inhale to the center, combine these two movements in a flow. So inhaling right, exhaling to the left. Inhale through the center to the right, and exhale back to the left. On the next inhale, you're going to come back to the center, hands at the heart, and bring that left leg in, and then we're going to switch sides. Inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky, walk the right hand down the right leg, and gate pose. Inhale and exhale, bringing the left hand to the mat, right hand extends overhead. Once again, we're going to flow and combine the two movements. Inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. Inhale left, exhale right. And coming back to the center, hands together, legs together. Now shifting to the right side of the mat, you're going to come into a lunge on the opposite side from where we were earlier, stepping the left leg forward and planting the right knee. Inhale, lift the left arm towards the sky and start to once again paint those circles in the sky. So we're rotating that left rotator cuff, pause, and then go in the opposite direction. Continue to move with your breath here. And then coming into a bind, bringing that left arm behind the low back. Gaze up towards the sky. And breathe. Release your bind, plant both hands on the mat. and press back into downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank, and then hold. And gently, with control, lower yourself down to the ground. And just as we did on the other side, you're going to bring the arms out so that the elbows are at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, press to the fingers, lift the chest, straighten out those arms, and exhale, lower the chest to the ground. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, lower the chest. Inhale, lift. And for the last time, go ahead and lower and come down. Now coming into the same chest opener that we did on the other side, you're going to flip the right hand so the palm is facing up. Step the left foot back behind the right leg, bend that left knee, and reach the left hand to meet the right hand. Take a breath and feel the chest open. And then gently bring yourself out of the pose. Plant both hands and press up into cobra. And on the exhale, we're going to lower for 3. 1, 2, 3. Come all the way down. Tuck the toes and press back into downward dog. Shift your weight to the left hand and take the right hand to the left leg here for a gentle twist. Plant both hands and we're going to do that twist on the other side, so taking the left hand to the right leg. Come back into downward dog. Bring the knees to the ground, nice and wide for a wide-legged child's pose and a little bit of a rest. Find your connection to your breath, and you might even reach the hands back towards the heels or the ankles. And find your comfortable position here. Hold and breathe. Then go ahead and extend those arms, plant the palms on the mat. And then we're going to interlace the fingers behind the lower back. Gently lift yourself up to sitting on the knees. Come to standing on the knees. And plant the hands at the lower back. So we're preparing for camel pose here. As you come into your camel pose, start to lean back as if there's a string pulling the back of your head. You're going to find that arch in the back. Keep the lower back supported. And then go ahead and come back up. So just going to that point and then coming back up. Feel into the body and prepare to do it again. So supporting the lower back, drawing the elbows back behind you to meet each other, arch from the back of the head, and then you can come further, and if you'd like, you can go into full camel pose, bringing the hands to the heels. Breathe into the heart space here. And then to come out, gently walk the hands to the lower back, and slowly lift out of the pose. From here, we're going to transition to lying on the back. So gently make your way down to the mat. And then extend both legs and reach both arms overhead. On an exhale, you're going to bring those arms down towards the hips and then inhale, lift and reach them back overhead. Exhale down towards the hips. Inhale, lift and reach back overhead. And then come into a reclined crescent moon pose here. So stretching to the right side of the mat, reaching that left arm overhead, bringing the left leg to meet the right. Then stepping back through the center and going to the other side. Stretching towards the left, bringing the right leg to meet the left, and breathing into the side body. And then go ahead and come back to the center of the mat. Bring the arms out nice and wide and take up as much space as you'd like as you prepare for final relaxation, Shavasana. And you're welcome to be in this space for as long as you'd like. We're going to take a few minutes together here just to allow this practice today to integrate into the body. So, releasing the mind and connecting to the breath, noticing the gentle rise and fall of the belly and the chest, and allowing yourself to surrender, let everything else go. And I'll call you back when it's time. Now, bringing the attention back to the body, go ahead and lift the arms up overhead for a nice stretch. Gently walk the legs in towards the sit bones, bending the knees, coming onto the soles of the feet, and then drop both knees to one side, coming into fetal position for a moment. Use your arms to assist you as you come into easy pose, seated position with the legs crossed and hands together at heart center. Then take a bow to the teacher and you. Thank you for joining me today.